I hope y'all are well. I'm gonna go ahead and it's like 10:22 p.m. I should be asleep, but I am not. I am on here because I am talking about teenagers and financial literacy and the importance of showing them how to be good financial stewards. So we know that financially, our world is changing significantly. Like there's changes happening every single day. And I have noticed that some of the generation that is coming up after us, they are the most tech savvy generation that we will probably experience, and it's only going to increase from there. And then we are also responsible for showing them how to be good stewards over their money, how to master this these changes. And to do that, it's important to make them aware of the resources that are available to them that they have at their fingertips, their phones, the ChatGPT, Claude, and how to use those things to best ensure financial success, financial stewardship, to reap the vision that they have for themselves, how to even create a vision for themselves at such a young age. And because things are changing so much, um, it is necessary that they become aware of the foundational skills to be proactive in those types of changes in those situations. We know as a millennial generation that because of those changes that take place, we have to be the ones that show people how to navigate those things. So being a financial educator myself, I enjoy having the privilege of teaching teenagers how to navigate that. The foundational skills necessary to do so are things like budgeting, knowing what to do with your money, knowing where your money is going, knowing the difference between an expense and income or a need versus a want, because everything is not a need, everything is not a want, you know? So we have to be able to distinguish the difference so that we can make valid decisions. And being a financial educator means that that is a part of what you're doing. You are making sure that, your teenagers are set up for success. Sometimes we tend to believe that our kids see us budgeting or they see us, using calculators and the AI and using different systems to help us guide our finances. But sometimes we forget that they may see us doing it, but if we're not sitting down with them and also showing it to them, it can be a bit difficult to understand. They're not teaching it in schools, and it's very rare that you find that a school is showing that it wants to show children how to deal with their finances. Um, Even some adults are still learning how to master their finances. And my whole goal is to help both youth and adults figure out how to navigate this because you can get in a loop really, really easy financially and not know how to get out of this loop. And in order to do that, there's certain aspects to this. Um, and with our government shifting and changing things every single day, it is impacting families left and right. And I want to help as many families as possible to navigate that. The journey to financial stewardship, the journey to helping our teenagers become good financial stewards. It is, how can I say it? It's just important. It's necessary. I know many of us probably have student loans, and we got those student loans not knowing certain things about them. We got these student loans thinking that, okay, I will have to pay this back at some point, but when or how? I'm gonna do well in college and get a good job when I'm done, and that will help me steward my money well. So we're determining what that might look like for our families, for ourselves. And so we do our best to steward that properly. And we want our kids to know what to do with that. And that's pretty much what my goal is because I've spent my oldest daughter will be 15. I've spent 15 years showing her how to steward money, how to master the skill of money, so that she would not have to get loans and go into debt in order to make these different decisions into her adult years. I know what it's like to sit here and pay back student loans. I've got myself out of debt 2 times, and I'm doing it again for the third time to pay off my student loans. And I didn't want that for my kids. So I have been, besides getting a master's degree in finance, I have been on a journey to help other youth, starting as young as age 6 to adults, learn how to master their money, to learn how to master the skill and the art of money. Because, like I said, things are changing rapidly, and ChatGPT, Claude, the AI technology, it is a way more advanced and useful than we'd like to believe. Yeah, we can be nervous and scared of technology. Hi, people watching. I'm doing great, David. But it can be more. It's more to it than what we think. And some people are afraid of the advancements of technology. Some people are worried about their jobs, and we shouldn't be to a certain degree because we want to focus on being proactive, and that's what I'm my goal is. I want to help teenagers be proactive in their search for jobs, be proactive in their search for, what would their income situation look like, to understand the difference between an income and an expense. I want them to, in general, just be good stewards so that they can, not fall into the same pitfalls and traps that we had as adults and coming up, and now we're trying to pay off all of these debts and pay off loans and make better decisions, even get out of some of the loops that we put ourselves in. So navigating that is a part of what I'm doing. It's a part of my process, a part of my journey here as a financial educator. So I have created this class. It's a workshop called Teen Money Lab, and I'll put the links to it. It's a free workshop for teenagers. And for ages 14 all the way up to 19. Every Saturday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on Zoom. I will get on here and I will show your teenagers the basics of budgeting. They will learn about savings and things like having an emergency fund. So you should be saving for emergencies. They'll have opportunity savings because we want to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that might present themselves to us. Like a friend might have a business venture and you're like, oh man, I got like $1,000 saved up. I can definitely, jump in on this with you and invest in it. So having an opportunity fund available, or you see something you really want to buy, and now you have that money set aside to do it because it's in your opportunity savings account. They're going to learn basic money management, smart spending, and decision making. There's savings, there's goal setting. All of that will take place in this teen money management class. So, like I said, it is on Saturdays, every Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You'll see the link for it. And the goal is to teach our young people, our upcoming young people, about financial stewardship, about financial literacy. We want them to be able to plan for the ever changing system that we're all stepping into. For some people, it is brand new. They are not aware of the changes that are about to take place. But for our teenagers, they're so tech savvy that they don't even realize how far ahead they really are. But we have to show them how to use those tools to master their own financial situation. So I'm doing that in that course. If you see that link, if you have a teenager and they are, you're ready for them to be proactive instead of reactive to what's going on, then go ahead and sign them up for the course. It's only about 45 minutes long and they're going to walk away with so, so much. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to be going live about this pretty often this week, because I want those teenagers in the room. I want them to know what it means to steward your finances and to steward them well. I want our teenagers to be able to be prepared for the changes that are about to happen in our world and use the tools that are here that are available to them to do it. There's so much out there, like there's no excuses. And I want them to not have any excuses. I want them to say, I know what is in front of me. I know how to use the tools that are in front of me to make this work. All right. So I hope to see your teenager in the classroom. Share this video now with some friends. Pass this around. Spread the word and let people know that Pernethyia from Everyday Kingdom Living is hosting a free teen money lab, and we will be able to learn as much as we need to learn about the foundations of our money and to prepare our teens for what's to come. All right. So I see y'all. Thank you for watching.